Hello children, I know you all love stories, isn't it? Yes, our next writing skill is to write outline stories. Okay, and story writing is it's a very much interesting thing to do. So, in an outline story writing, you will be given main points of the story, which you already know, or only the main points of that story will be given to you. You have to develop it into a beautiful story according to your imagination. Okay, so we will see how it is done. See, the main points, the important points that you should remember when you are writing a story is, first, the main points should be in an order. Okay, you will be given an outline of a story. Outline means what? Only the points of the story will be given. It won't be like a story. You know, when we are telling stories, there are a lot of imagination will come. Isn't it? We'll be giving names to the characters. There will be dialogues in a story. All those things will not be there in an outline story. Only the main points will be given to you. You will have to develop it into an interesting story. The same story itself, don't change the story. That is, the main points should be in an order. And don't change the plot or story. Don't change the story. You have to write the same story itself what is given to you, but in an interesting manner. Then you can introduce dialogues. Okay, if two characters are speaking or the character is speaking to himself, you can give dialogues. Okay, you can make dialogues. Then give a suitable title for the story. You have to give a suitable title for the story. That is, after reading the story, you will understand what the story is all about, isn't it? So think of a suitable title which you can give and give that. Okay. Then last, write a moral for the story after finishing. When you finish writing the story, think about it, what moral you got from the story, and write a small moral for that story. These are the main things. Then one more thing is there, that is, you can give names to characters. If in the story the name of the character is given, then don't give. If no name is given to the character in a story, you can give imaginary names to them. Okay? Now we will see an example. See, in your worksheet, page number 13, there is an outline given. See, it is about, all of you have heard this story. That is, one day a dog got a juicy bone. Okay? Very happy. Wanted to eat alone. Went to a lonely place. A bridge on the way. Saw his shadow in water. Thought another dog with a bone. Barks. Bone fell into water. So all of you know the story. I know all of you know the story. But see, look at the way it is written. It's only the outline. A small outline of the story is given. It's not so interesting to read this, isn't it? Is it interesting? No, you will feel why this only points are given. Okay, so you have to develop it into a beautiful story. How we write a beautiful story? So you can see in this, the character dog don't have a name. Okay, so you can give an imaginary name to him. So we will see how it can be done. First, you have to give a heading. So after reading the format, you understood that the dog, the hero of the story is a dog, and that dog is very greedy. So you can give a title like the greedy dog. Okay, or anything which matches with the story. Okay, then write the story with details and dialogues, all sort of things you have to write. And last, you have to write the moral for the story. See, so when you write the story, how can you write the story? You gave the heading, a greedy dog. Then, once upon a time, there was a dog. The name of the dog was Ronnie, or you give any other name, Jackie, whatever name, because the name of the dog is not mentioned. So you can give any suitable name for your dog. Okay. So what will you write then? One day he was very hungry, and while playing with his friends, he found a piece of bone. Okay, he wanted to eat it alone without sharing to anyone. So he took the bone and ran to a lonely place. On the way, he had to cross a bridge. Okay, and what happened? While crossing the bridge, he saw his own shadow in water, and he thought that in the water there is another dog standing with a bone. So he thought, I'll take that bone also from him. I can get that bone from him too. And he opened his mouth to shout at the dog, bow. Alas, what happened? His bone fell into water, and he lost whatever he had. So, last, the moral of the story is, don't be greedy. Be happy with what you have. So, like that, you can write a moral for the story too. Okay? I hope all of you understood how to write an outline story. So, the outline, only the main points of the story will be given to you. You have to develop into a beautiful story with giving imaginary names if not given. If the name of the dog is given, don't give another name. If the name is not given, you can give any imaginary name. Then you can add dialogues. See, in this you can add dialogues like, I will take his bone too, and he barked, bow. All these are short dialogues. So that also you can add into that story and write it beautifully. So the first one, this one you will get in notes. In your Alash notes you will get. The next one more exercise is that is about a hungry fox, the fox and the grapes. It's a very common story which all of you know. So go through that and develop that also into a good story, a readable story. So you can, and here you are asked to stick pictures. So you can collect the picture of a dog or a bone and you can stick it. You are asked to stick a picture of something related to the story. So you can do that. If you don't get a picture, you can even draw a dog there. It doesn't matter. Okay. So the fox and the grapes, that one also you can stick the picture of a fox and the grapes, or if you get the picture as such, do that. Okay. I hope it's clear to you. Thank you, children.